Hello and welcome to Always Right. Today I'm here with my two primary school / high school besties, Claire and Addy.
Hey
Hello.
again.
What's up,
You didn't say
everyone?
your usual intro.
I know, Claire, you obviously don't listen to the show because I've started phasing it out.
I like it though.
What is my normal intro? It's like,
You're listening to You're Always Right with me, your
Yes.
host, Charlie Wright.
maybe I should bring it back.
I like
Yeah, it's iconic.
Okay. It's just that I was listening to a lot of other podcasts and they don't really do a massive intro, but I'll bring it back. If that's what the audience wants, send me a message, guys. Two of my listeners. Anyway, today we're here to talk about primary school. So the three of us went to primary school together, and
Sure did.
it was quite an experience. I don't know if we should say the name of our primary school.
Maybe not.
Okay, let's just not. We'll just say primary school. But do any of you have any specific memories that you would like to bring? Actually, before we do that, because I always have to be the first one to speak, I wrote down some things that I remember happening, or I remember people telling me happened, and I want you both to tell me if I made these up, like if these were a dream or something. Because they're kind of dark. So, okay. The first one. Do you remember? I think it must have been in grade 5 or 6, but I'm not going to use anyone's name. But there was a rumor that someone that it was at our primary school who was a troubled person, and his last name sounds like a garden ornament.
Yep, I know who you're talking about.
I don't think. Anyway,
I think I do. I think I do.
There was a rumor that he kidnapped someone and took the person that he kidnapped into, I can't remember what it was called, like the boiler room.
The what?
Like so American of you.
No, I can't remember what we used to call it, but it was like next to the 5-6 area, those like blue doors, and kind of like
I know exactly what you're talking about. I pictured it when you said boiler room.
Yeah, but I can't remember,
didn't.
Like the pipe room or like the plant
I don't remember
room.
what it was called.
Something like that, but I heard like where all the pipes and stuff are, like the air conditioning, or like you weren't allowed to go in there, like they were just closed.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I wish I had a photo of it, but it's like if you're leaving the 5-6 area, walking to the canteen, yeah, on the right hand side, like inside the wall. Anyway, yeah, what?
No, I don't know.
No, anyway,
I don't know.
I heard a rumor that he kidnapped someone and took them in there and tied them up.
I have no memory of this.
I've never heard that before, ever.
Okay, so maybe I made it up. But the person we're talking about, do you remember when he stabbed me?
No.
I feel like, Claire, you were in the class. Maybe Addy was too. I can't remember.
What did he stab you with?
A broken pencil. Not a knife.
This does ring a bell, actually.
We were in class. I think I was when I was in grade 6, it must have been, I guess. So yeah, neither of you were there because you were in a different class to me in grade 6.
Yeah.
And
was he in our year level? He wasn't in our year level.
No, he was a year above us. So he couldn't have been grade 6.
Okay.
Grade 5.
You know what it is that the teacher that I had in grade 6, I had her previously in like grade 3 or 4, I think. So that's what I'm thinking of. But we were reading something, and she was giving people turns to read, and he for some reason thought it would be funny to break a pencil in half and stab me with the broken pencil in the arm. And then right after that happened, I think I was crying, and the teacher was like, oh, Charlie, now it's your turn to read. And I was like, could you pick someone else? I don't want to read. And she was like, no, you have to read. So then after I've been stabbed, I have to like read this thing. It was very embarrassing.
Did you bleed?
I think I did. This person also, I think maybe he just had a vendetta against me for some reason. I can't remember. It was, did we have Mr. O in grade 5, Claire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, were you in that class too, Addy?
Yes. I'm offended.
I just remember Claire being there because that's when the protractor thing. Anyway, we'll get into that.
Was that in grade 5?
Yes,
I thought that was in like grade 4, like 3 or 4 with Kappa. But maybe you're right. Maybe it was grade 5. I don't know.
I remember that the student teacher was, I can't remember her name. I think she had a kid called Yoshi.
What?
Am I making that up?
I have no idea, but that does actually ring a bell, so I don't think you are making it up.
But anyway, we were in this class and this kid had like a paper clip inside a elastic band. You know how kids do that stupid shit? And he like flung it at me and it went inside my mouth and I swallowed it. But it like hit the back of my throat. It was very aggressive.
You think that's bad? Him and his dad both came to my house and threatened my brother.
Oh, I remember that. I do remember that.
My God.
So, you got nothing, boy.
True. My God. Yeah, wow, that's scary. We went to primary school with some pretty interesting people. The other thing I was going to mention was I think that I definitely made this up because I feel like, Claire, you would remember this and you might be traumatized by it, but like we've never spoken about it, so I don't think it's real.
Okay.
I remember, I think that we were like in prep or grade 1, and I remember being on the oval in the little school. Did that have a name or did we just call it Little School Oval?
A little school.
Yeah.
Little school oval, for sure.
We were there and I don't remember why, but someone's brother, so there was a girl who was in I think I definitely am making this up. So I'm really trying not to use anyone's name, but the person who threw the noodle soup at Renee and you, Claire? Do you know who I'm talking about?
No.
Her first name starts with S. Her name is the same name, but one letter different to your grade 6 teacher. Her first name.
Oh.
If you,
What year was this in?
I thought it was prep, but she wasn't with us in prep, I don't think. So I guess I am making it up.
Are you sure it was the little school oval, not the one?
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, but I know who you're talking about, but I don't remember her being in young years with us.
I don't think she was. So I guess I'm getting the time period wrong, but her brother, who was a lot older, but like still in primary school, I remember the teachers like chasing him through the banks. Do you remember this?
I remember something. Okay, so it would have been the little school oval then.
It was Little School Oval, but
I
basically...
remember people running in the banks, but I can't remember teachers chasing people.
Well, the banks, for people who don't know, were like... What do you call it? Like the out of bounds areas, but our school was like on a hill, so there was like little sections of like trees and stuff that you weren't allowed.
Yeah, so as soon as you go down the hill, you weren't allowed down the hill at all.
Yeah, you weren't allowed in there. But I remember the teachers like chasing him through the banks, and he bit one of the teachers to try and get away. And I think that he came onto the oval, and we were both there, Claire and I, and he like grabbed one of us.
I don't think it was me. I have no memory.
You were there, but maybe he grabbed me. But I also remember, I think maybe I made that up. I think maybe that was a dream I had, but I remember that him biting one of the teachers was real. I remember that. But there was another time we were in the computer room, also with you, Claire, and someone cut your hair. Did that happen, or did I make that up?
I don't think that was in the computer room. I think someone tried to cut my hair once, but I think we were much younger. Like, we would have been like below grade 3.
I think it was in the computer room. I have a vision of someone like holding your hair with scissors.
It was so traumatizing. No one should have tried to cut my hair.
Yeah, no. But yeah, I feel like all my memories are like reconstructed, and then I'm like, I don't know if they're dreams or if someone like told me a story and I turned it into a memory.
But see, every time you remember something, doesn't it change?
Always. The details always change. That's why the truth, subjective. Anyway, do either of you have any funny memories you'd like to bring up?
I was just thinking, right, I remember going to your party, Charlie, in...
Which one?
The only one that I remember of primary school when we watched King Kong.
Oh, we were talking about this yesterday.
Yes.
We were. That's not actually what I was going to say, though. I don't remember being friends with you up until, like, grade 5, but that was pre-grade 5. So I find that really strange that I was at your party because I don't remember being your friend at all.
I think that was, like, grade 4 or something. It was right before grade 5.
Quite young, but yeah, super strange. And
there were a lot of people at that party who I like wasn't really friends with. I don't know why they were there, but anyway, continue.
Do you remember what happened at said party?
Yes, you can't bring that up, but yes, I do. I remember that we watched King Kong and someone who was there was very traumatized by it.
Me.
Was it you? No, there was.
Yeah,
I think
I hid behind your mum.
Oh,
I hid behind your mum.
I'm thinking of someone else, but anyway, oh my god, the parties I used to have. Wow.
We were just talking about, do you remember when you had a sheep?
That wasn't in primary school, but yes.
No, I know, but we were talking about this yesterday. What was your sheep's name?
Millie.
That was it. Okay.
Millie and Tilly.
I was thinking it was like Tilly. I was like, I swear it's something like that.
Oh, I loved her. She was crazy, just running around. My backyard was probably not appropriate for a sheep either, but anyway. So do you have any funny memories? Go.
The friendship song, which Charlie, you weren't a part of, but Claire.
Actually, that's not true. I'm part of it.
No, you weren't.
He was in the song.
Were you?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't remember you being in it.
I don't remember what your line was.
Charlie's a nature freak.
No, not that song.
What are you talking about?
In like grade 3 or something, Claire. When we had to sing because we were having fights with people. That's why I was like, where Charlie wasn't in that. He was not involved.
Oh my gosh, that was so bad.
Wait, were you two fighting each other, or you were both teaming up to fight?
No, I don't think we fought each other.
No, it was
You don't
two people who were best friends for a long time.
I know who you're talking about, yeah.
Kind of against me and my best friend, but then Claire was involved. And so was some other guy.
What a stupid punishment. The teacher made us all sing a song together. We had to learn this song together and then sing it in front of the class, all as a group to prove we were good friends.
Yeah, that was...
That was so bad.
But Claire, I also remember you and... two other people. I love how we're just referencing these people. Sang a song about God. What? Do you remember this? You and two other girls that we were friends with who were religious. Do you know what I'm talking about? They were best friends.
What?
They came to school not like in
Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
I remember you. Do you know who we're talking about, Addy? The one who's engaged now.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. Claire, I remember you and the two of them, because I think did you do RE or did your parents like kick you out of it?
I think
You
I did
have the-
RE. I did RE.
Because I feel like I remember you and them singing a song about God to one of the teachers, and I remember it so vividly. It was like, "You took my sins away, now grace and mercy follow me." Do you remember that?
Oh my God, I remember that line.
Yeah.
What the hell? No, I have no memory of the song though.
So
I just triggering
confused.
memories all over the
That's
place.
so weird. No, I don't. That's so weird.
But yeah. Did you do Earn and Learn? I think you did.
No.
You didn't?
No.
Who am I thinking of? I feel like there were people in our year level who did it because they were part of like the...
Yeah, the other class who decided to photocopy money and got it banned for everyone.
That was two people in particular.
Oh, I know, shade thrown.
Yeah.
Missed out on bloody Earn and Learn.
Yeah, I was really
Wait, but
sad
so
about
did they
that.
not do it anymore after that incident happened?
No,
I don't think so.
stopped it.
I love that. I remember we would go, for people who don't know, Earn and Learn is like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a little business type thing where you would have little cardboard people and you would like run little fake businesses and you had to like buy groceries and you had like a little tent you could decorate. And I remember, I don't remember who it was, but like we were being in there for a class or something and I was sitting at the person who was the banker and they had all the money in this thing. And I was like, it's not real money, it's paper money. But I was like, I could just steal this money and like hand it out to people. I didn't though, because I'm a good person.
You were in primary school.
What was that?
Not anymore.
What was that thing that we did that we made the podium for?
That was like a riff
Oh.
off of Earn and Learn for like the Olympics or something.
That was in grade 5.
I made that with you. I remember that.
Yes, and her name was Ashley Zakurdion.
I don't remember that, but I remember the podium.
Claire, don't you have her?
it?
I have the podium.
No, I don't know if I have her.
I thought you
I'm not
had
sure.
the... Oh, you used to have her full wardrobe, but I think you threw it out.
I don't know. I have no idea if I have it anymore.
I feel like we used to have so many fun projects in primary school.
Yeah, primary school was great. You didn't really have like heaps of work, so you had lots of
No.
downtime.
It was just very like creative. It was very like arts and crafts. Like Claire, do you remember the...
Yeah, I know what you're gonna say.
What?
You're talking about the birdhouses.
I love
on my
you. I was going to say that.
It
you
was
tell
on my
the story.
list. So we were in what, grade 4? Grade 5?
I think it was grade 5, Mr. O's class.
And one of our tasks was we had to build birdhouses, and I had to build a plastic one and he had to build a wooden one, and then we were going to compare to see which one was better. And
Wait,
one of
but
the
I
tests
thought
was-
that... Didn't everyone in the class make a birdhouse?
I have no idea. Why was it just us measuring stuff?
They
I did
didn't-
not make a birdhouse. Oh,
I think everyone had to make one.
no, I think I did. That's a lie. I think I did.
But I think-
Wait, was that in the inventions thing different?
Yeah, they were different. That was loud. What was that?
What was that? That's
Air
like
purifier.
Oh my god. No, the inventions thing I think was a different thing. Anyway,
Okay, we'll get to that in a
continue.
minute. Go with your bird.
Yes.
One of the ways we had to compare them was we would stick them outside in like a tree or something, and then we were going to like measure the temperature at certain times of the day to see what the temperature was. Anyway, they gave us glass thermometers, glass ones.
Bad
and-
idea already.
I went to put the thermometer in the birdhouse. It sat there for a second and then it just fell out. Mind you, this was in front of the entire window of the whole class watching us outside measuring.
Yeah.
And this thermometer just smashed on the asphalt and I was so embarrassed. And like everyone was watching. It was just so embarrassing.
I don't
Yours
know
was
why
better.
that's... I think mine was. Obviously,
Charlotte's,
you
yeah.
can't
Mine
have
was
a
made out of
plastic.
plastic.
Yeah, you can't have a plastic birdhouse. I still have that birdhouse too.
Oh, good.
But
Mine was made out of like an old pot plant.
I remember exactly what it looks like too.
Yeah.
What was the inventions thing? I'm trying to think what mine was.
I remember mine. Mine was like a sponge mat thing to like wash your shoes when you came in.
Oh, cool.
remember
And
yours?
it would be like it was like a sponge, and then it was like a drying bit, so
Oh.
your shoes would be like super clean.
That's awesome. I remember my grade 6 one. It was a collar for dogs or any animal, and it had like a little box, and you could change the thing
I
on
feel
it
like
so
I
you
remember
could
this.
understand them. So they
I
could
remember
speak like
that.
human. Yeah.
Why do I feel like my birdhouse? No, I just remembered I made some type of dog kennel in grade 6, but I don't remember what. I think it was meant to be like, because the inventions didn't actually have to work. It was just like a fake. I think that I had that like inside the kennel was like some type of conveyor belt thing that you could press it and you would get the dog out if the dog didn't want to like come out. I remember there was a conveyor belt, but maybe it was like to do with cleaning. I don't know. Anyway, I remember didn't one of our friends, or one of Claire's friends, I should say, didn't she always have like the best invention?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this the person that you're obsessed with?
Yeah. She's
Any,
just very
yes, but
creative.
anyway, the other memories I have is I don't think that you two used to do it, but we always used to play 44 home base. Do you remember?
Yes.
Yes.
I always used to play that. That was so fun.
Oh, but I remember.
I feel like you forget that I was a drifter of groups, so I would
I do forget
go
that.
to one group. Like if you were playing a fun game, I was with you for the day.
Yes,
That's
but
true.
I remember that we would always do it from that big tree in like the.
Near the frog pond.
Yeah, oh my god! Remember building the frog pond?
That was so fun.
How crazy that they like put the kids to labor to build this frog pond.
That was so much fun.
It was. But anyway, Addy, I think you must have been there because I don't know. We were playing 44 home base with your brother and some of his friends. And I remember your brother and one of his friends or something, was like sitting in a tree hiding.
Yep.
Because a lot of people would do that. Like you would just hide in a tree, and then when like the person who leaves the home base, you just run to it. And he was like sitting on one of the branches, and the branch broke, and your brother and his friend just like fell to the ground.
Oh my god, I do remember that.
Yeah, I was gonna say you had to have been there because why would I have been?
I mean,
playing?
I don't know if I would have been there, but I could have just remembered it because he could have told me. But I feel like I remember it.
He wasn't injured. He laughed. So, any other memories you have to bring up?
I was going to talk about mini fates.
I also have that written down. Yes.
You.
Specifically the grade 6 one, because that's when you could like do everything.
Wait, but what did you do in grade 5?
I think I was in the fairy.
That's the one I did. I think you were there. Because it was
I
us.
was in the fairy house.
Laura, someone else who we won't mention. Some people. Do you know who I've done? Anyway, no, move on.
I can't remember. Grade 6 is the one that I remember more. What did you do in grade 6?
I did the water balloon darts. And like if you threw a dart at a water balloon, it had something inside it.
I don't remember that. What did you do, Claire?
I have no idea. I did face painting one year, and I don't remember the other one.
Wait, were you the ice cream? No, that was Hannah, Rachel, and all of them.
Yeah, that was not me.
I did the sponge throwing at the face through the thingy.
Oh, yeah.
With all the boys. I was the only girl who did it.
Go you. I remember
That was my tomboy.
I feel like the mini fate, I feel like the popular people or like the cool thing was the haunted house. Do you remember? Everyone would be like, I want to do the haunted house, but then those people would always get it. And
are you sure? I was with all the popular people doing the throwing the sponge thing.
Maybe it was in grade... No, I feel like the grade 6s would have... I don't know.
No, I literally had all the popular boys.
Did you have a girl who...
No, I said I was the only girl.
Okay, Then the other half of the popular people were doing the haunted house.
I don't think the girls did the haunted house.
They did. I know they did because I'm trying to describe what I'm talking about. She lives near Watsonia Heights on, not Elder Road, Nepean. No,
I know.
Nepean's me, Dal.
is it
I
Elder
shouldn't say
Street?
that.
Elder Street.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about. I don't
Addy,
think she
that's
did
what
it.
She did, Addy. I know that she did. We could have an argument about it, but I know she did.
Oh. I thought she did like hairspray.
Maybe she did. Maybe I just
Hair
made that
colouring?
up. I remember, no, but that we had 2 mini fades in 5 and 6, and I know she did one of them. Anyway, I remember I went into the haunted house with, I can't remember who it was, but they had like a little box where you put your hand in. Like, I don't know if you remember this.
Oh my gosh, I remember this.
And someone had their hand in there, and someone like grabbed my hand and dug their nails in, and I freaked out. And then they also had like fake eyeballs and weird stuff like that. But I was with someone and she was freaking out and she like pushed over one of the walls to get out.
Oh my gosh.
That was in the room with like all the concert stuff and like the drums. Yeah.
Yes. Wait, Addy, what instrument did you play?
I did a bit of recorder because I didn't want to do anything.
Claire and I did recorder.
And then I did drums, but I hated it. So I used to hide under the table so I didn't have to go. And he'd come in and he'd be like, "Where's Addy?" And I'd be like, everyone would be like, "I don't know." It's hiding under a table.
But then I also did piano, but like,
Keyboard.
was there a year level where you could just not do music?
No, you had to do it. So if you didn't choose an instrument, you were put on recorder. And that was like the cheapest one to do. But I'm like, that's how stupid that you have to pay to do an instrument.
Yeah, that is so dumb, especially if you don't want to learn it. Then I must have done piano in grade 6.
Keyboard was so fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
We did that for a while.
My lord. And we also
And
used to have...
soirees.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hated the
Wow.
soirees.
I hated them too. But then I love how I say I hated them, but then I did band in high school. And we did
Yeah.
concerts all the
did
time.
band.
So, but I remember we used to have big fates also, but then they stopped doing them. Do you remember that?
Yeah, no, they stopped doing it from grade 6 onwards. So we had it in grade 5.
Oh, I remember they used to have like a massive slide. Yeah.
On the oval, yeah, that was the best.
Did you have any favorite foods from the canteen?
JJ's.
Always.
JJ's
What
were
flavor?
dope.
Quickly.
Chicken.
Yeah, I think it was. What was the good one? I don't
Pizza.
remember. Barbecue. Oh, there was
No,
pizza.
pizza's the best. Or salt and vinegar.
They were good.
I have a story about the canteen.
Ovaltines. Were they from the canteen?
I hate Ovaltines.
Oh my gosh, I loved them.
Oh, yuck.
Do you remember canteen duty in grade 6?
That was.
I
good.
never got to do it, ever.
I did it like 4 or 5 times.
Oh my god.
Like we weren't supposed to, but whatever her name was, who was in charge of the canteen, she loved me and she loved Kate and she loved Laura. So I would like switch between the two of them, even though Laura was in a different grade, like class.
Mm.
But yeah, she loved us. And then I remember she used to give us like potato gems at lunchtime
Oh,
for free.
love potato gems.
I was a popular kid.
You really were. But I remember
You
I
were.
used to get like, what was it? Like in a like plastic cup, and it was like you would like dig at it with a spoon.
An ice cup, an ice jelly.
Is that what it was called? Ice jelly?
So there's ice jelly or an ice cup.
I think
An
it
ice
was
cup
like
like flavored cordial,
ice
and then the
Yes.
jelly's frozen jelly.
Yes, yeah. Wow, the stuff that they give kids, and they'll just eat it.
Oh, what, Sunny Boys. Sunny Boys were
Sunny
good.
Boys were
Oh.
so yum.
I love Sunny Boys. I remember.
And pista pasta? Pista pasta? Is that what it was called? The
Sounds
pasta in
like a
like the
swear
little...
word. Oh
in
yes,
like a
yeah.
square, and you'd get it in a lunch order.
I do not remember.
They used to have hot
That
dogs
was
as
my
well.
go-to.
Mm.
Did they? I don't
We
remember
did.
hot dogs.
I remember, I think like one of the last things I ate before I became vegetarian was like a hot dog from the canteen.
When did you become vegetarian?
I don't exactly know. I think in grade 5 or 6.
Really, that late? I thought
I
it was
thought it
earlier
was
than that.
younger. Yeah.
I don't think it was younger. I would have been like 10. Maybe it was grade 4. I don't exactly remember. Anyway, did you have any favorite sports that we used to play?
Wait, it would have had to be younger because remember that camp we went to where you had chicken
Oh,
soup?
yes.
That
yes.
was grade 5. That was Canberra.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
We cried
Wow.
because we ate chicken. That's what happened.
Okay,
That was
so
so sad.
I will tell the story. Basically, we went on a trip to Canberra, and we were staying at this place, and they were making food, I guess. And they
It
made
was
chicken.
soup.
It was chicken noodle soup or just chicken soup. I can't remember. I think there was noodles in it.
I think it
And
was noodles.
and I think that I asked one of the teachers to ask the chef, like, is there actual chicken in this?
Chef.
The chef, lol. But I feel like there was a confusion over whether there was chicken. I think someone told me there wasn't, and then I started eating it, and then the chef was like, actually, there is chicken in it. And then I cried. Yeah.
No,
You know what that
I
means?
think
Do you know what I find really funny about that though is there was also like other soups to choose from, and you went for the one that you weren't sure was chicken or not.
Sounds like me. Yep.
oh my gosh.
But I also remember on that camp, someone, again, how am I going to describe this person? He dated someone who works with my sisters.
Yep, gotcha. I know who you're talking about.
Maybe tell the story and I'll say.
I don't think you would remember this, but he, at that same camp, this obviously was after the chicken incident, he was eating some type of chicken and he like put it down the back of my shirt. What a
Yeah, I
little
don't remember
asshole.
that.
Yeah, that's shit.
But we had a lot of
What about-
camps.
The grade 6 camp was the best.
That was so
I have a story from grade 6 camp about yours truly, Charlie Wright.
If it's bad, I don't want to hear it.
So it's a bit TMI, but not really. So we were on camp and I was feeling a bit ill. My stomach was really sore. And
I have no recollection of this, by the way.
You will.
Oh.
I thought I got my period, which I kind of did, but like it never came back after that. Like it was like 1 day or 2 days or something.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so I told Claire and 2 other people, and one of the 2 other people, or Claire, I don't remember, someone told Charlie. And I remember it was at lunch. We were like in a tent area, and another boy came up to me and they're like, hey, you got your period, blah, blah, blah. And then Charlie went and told everyone at this lunch that I had got my period.
Oh my god.
I was like, what?
That's a dick move.
That's so horrible. I don't know why, but in primary school, when girls would get their period, it was like such a thing. Do you remember?
Yeah.
I do.
Why is that? Everyone's so immature when they're young. Like, I remember 2 people got into a physical altercation because one of them told someone that the other one got their period. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
I don't.
Anyway, we don't have to get into it. But any funny memories about camp?
Yeah, Vortex Wars.
That was fun.
It was
Yeah.
so good.
My
do you know
trend
what?
of pajamas on the beach.
But I remember weren't we playing cricket and there were a group of like adults
Yep.
yelling at us?
No, that was like a whole other camp.
Yeah. It was
Oh, I
middle
thought they were
school.
adults. Wow.
They only yelled at us because someone that we were playing cricket with was cracking the shits and kept demanding an extra turn. We were all getting fed up with it, and they whacked the ball to the other camp, and someone who went to go collect the ball told the other camp that when we all crack it and go, oh, blah, 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 their name, you guys say it with us, so everyone says it. So this
Oh.
poor person cracked the shits because they fucked up the shot again.
Oh my
And
God.
the whole other camp that they'd never met just like screamed out their name and was like, "Stop complaining."
Do
My
you,
gosh.
do you remember the walk that we went on at night time and it was like, oh, someone died in the woods
Biddy.
and they ghost? Yeah. So, because I'm terrified of everything, I was terrified to go through that.
I recall.
But the funny thing was, right, I was like crying and in tears, and someone else decided to copy me. They weren't scared. They just wanted the attention.
Yeah, I
So
know.
they
I remember
copied
this.
me, and they cried and everything. And when we got to the other side, every single person came up to me and they're like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" Asking me if I was alright, like giving me hugs and stuff. And nobody went to her to ask if she was okay, and she was so angry.
That's so funny. Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
God. I do remember that walk. That was not scary. But weren't there people like hiding inside the bushes just specifically to scare us?
Probably. I had teachers on either side of me, so I was good.
Oh. What are the camp memories?
I was protected.
The wombats.
Going to get the
Oh,
The wombats.
yeah.
Remember the wombats
yeah.
who raided people's tents?
They attacked
Mhm.
like Hannah and Rachel's camp because they had like lollies or something.
yeah.
Wow.
And say the ice cream, getting
Oh.
ice cream on our walks.
I remember that. What about
I'd also be-
Canberra?
Oh
Wait, what were you going to
I-
say, Addy? I cut you off. Sorry.
no, it's fine. Canberra.
I
I'm trying to
barely
remember who was in my cabin thing, and I can't remember.
Oh my
Just
God.
leave me.
I remember in my cabin, Miss Trethowan was on that camp for some reason. I don't know why. But we had a TV in our room, but we weren't really meant to like watch it or turn it on. And I'm like, well, hello, why is there a TV in there if we can't watch it? And and it was on, and I think it was Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom was on, and it was like right in the very beginning. And I don't know if either of you have seen this. I feel like you've seen it, Claire.
Of course.
I've seen it. Rude.
Oh, sorry. You know when he like drinks the poison and then he's trying to find like the antidote, and the girl like puts it like inside her shirt, and Indiana Jones like reaches in to get it, and Miss Trethowan stood in front of the TV and she was like, "No, you absolutely cannot watch that." And I even then I remember being like, I'm pretty sure he's looking for the antidote. I don't think it's like, insidious, but okay.
Do you remember the teacher's birthday? And like, we all snuck out. Not you guys. You were too good. I snuck out.
The teacher's birthday.
One of the teachers' birthdays in Canberra. So they all were in their cabin thing, like celebrating. They had like cake and like I think they had a little bit of wine. I'm not really sure.
What? No.
And me and my best friend snuck out to one of the boys' cabins.
Wow, you naughty, naughty girl. What about
me.
Phillip Island? I don't really remember.
I got a concussion at the end.
Oh wait, that's also where Claire hurt herself on the.
Was that a Phillip Island, was it?
Yeah.
That was so bad.
Where did you hurt yourself?
Remember they had that thing where you would like harness a person in and they'd go up or something?
The giant swing?
Yeah, maybe it was that.
Yeah,
Or the
I think
rock
so.
climbing?
No. I think it was the giant swing.
The rope that was on the ground from them before they went up, they pulled them up and the rope got wrapped around my leg, so I went up and back down, and that was
But didn't you hit your arm or something?
I fell on my wrist and we all thought I'd like fractured my wrist, so I had like a
remember.
sling, and I just remember it getting to dinner and I'm like trying to cut my dinner with one hand, and I was like, I'm just going to take this thing off, and then I was like, you know what, my arm feels fine, we're all good.
Oh, God.
I remember it was someone birthdays, my God. It was someone's birthday there, like a student. And this was so cruel. I don't know why they did this. But they were like, we have a cake and you can pick like 5 of your friends to share the cake with you.
In front of
I don't
everyone
know
else.
why. Yeah.
What the
And
hell?
maybe everyone, but it was like dessert. So maybe everyone else left or like had a different dessert or something. I don't know.
Right.
I was one of the people that they chose. So I got cake. No, definitely. Everyone else had already left. So they asked everyone to stay back. So yeah, we all got cake, like 5, 6 of us or something.
Wow, lucky
That's
you.
fun.
I'm just
Yeah, and then at
remembering
the
that.
end,
No, you go.
at the end of the trip, it was raining, and we were meant to run I don't know why, maybe to tire us out for the bus. But like we were running around and I flipped and hit my head on the concrete and got a concussion, so I had to sit at the front of the bus on the way home.
I do not recall that. Wow. That sucks.
I
Did
don't
it
know
hurt?
why I do. No, not really.
Oh.
That was fine.
I just remembered that also at that camp at Phillip Island, which was in grade 4, I also remember that I had, like, specifically I had vegetarian lasagna. So I guess I was also vegetarian then.
Yeah, we told you. You were veggie for a long time.
Wow, it's kind of crazy to think about that I made that decision so young and I still stuck with it.
What about Camp Rumbug?
I literally barely remember it.
Yeah, I don't remember
so much of it.
Do you?
I remember we had to like partner up with someone and run down the hill.
I remember that, yes. I remember they had... Wasn't there other schools there as well?
Yeah.
I remember that.
I had a competition with a girl from the other school who could eat the most lasagna, and I won.
I was about to say, I remember like a pancake eating competition.
No, I had lasagna, not pancake. And then I remember we had like a disco one night.
Oh my gosh, that was so fun with the light that turned on and off really quick.
Strobe.
That was so good.
And we all had different like names for our groups, like wombat and kangaroo and all that.
I don't remember what mine was.
And then there was an obstacle that you had to like walk on a singular wire with 2 up here like holding on, and underneath you was like mud and water. And there was also another one like on a boat raft type thing. You had to like swim across, like paddle across water.
Yeah.
And then there was the campfire. We had to bring torches and walk down, and we were singing that everywhere we go.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And then someone saw a scorpion.
Oh. And
nobody cared. We still stayed.
Well, interesting. I was going to say what I just remembered from that camp is the one where you have to like transport the bomb across a thing. Do you remember this? You had to like they had like a rope and you had to get from like point A to point B, but you couldn't walk. So you had to like swing across on the rope, but the rope was like stationary and you had to like tie everyone's jackets together to like hook it on the rope. And then you had to hold this bucket. And I remember them saying it's like nitrous something, some type of bomb. And you had to like transport it across without spilling it. I also remember
I do remember this.
Where's the one where you had to like the spider web thing and only one person could go through each little hole?
I remember that.
That was in Phillip Island, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
I remember that.
I love stuff like that. I love like team building activities.
We should go tree climbing.
Tree climbing kind of freaks me out.
No, it's so much fun.
Let's do it.
The best.
I remember like it reminds me of the ropes course in Year 7 camp. Do you remember that?
I do.
Ropes
I went there twice because I was a bigger buddy, so I did the ropes course multiple times.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Year 7 camp was so good.
Yeah, I just like the horse riding.
Yeah, true. The other thing we used to do in primary school, which I find so odd, is the walkathon.
Oh my god. Yes.
Like, was that for charity?
I have no idea.
We didn't raise money for it, did we?
I think you did.
Did we? I don't remember that.
I'm pretty sure you did. Like, or maybe... No, maybe I'm thinking of cross country. Did you earn... No, you didn't earn money for that.
I think you're thinking walkathon. I think you're right. I remember.
I think it's the walkathon.
Like, and if I do this many laps, how many will you give me per lap? Yeah.
Yes, if you pledge to do.
I remember the sausages after.
Yes, I remember. What I was going to say is I remember cheating on the walkathon by just going through the breezeway, and I remember. I don't
remember that.
Miss Ibrahim.
Yeah,
the name sounds familiar. I can't picture.
I remember I like walk through the breezeway, and then I would just like stop and wait, and then I like walk past her again. She was like, "Oh my god, wait, Charlie, you're such a fast walker." I was like, "Yeah, I know."
Do they have like different courses? Because there was no Like the one that I did, the way that you walked was down past like the little school oval, down the stairs onto Elder Street,
Yeah.
back around onto whatever road. So there was no way that you could walk through the breezeway because you weren't walking through the school, you were walking out of the school.
But I think that when you're in the younger years, it was just inside the school, right? Because you had to get like a permission form signed to go outside.
Maybe I just did it because I don't know. I just remember being really competitive and I was doing it against this guy who was a year older, and I had a big crush on him, big primary school crush on him.
Trying to impress him.
And I was really competitive with him, and we were like going against each other to see who would win, and I won, obviously.
Oh. We also, cross country was weird.
That was hell.
Literal torture. We had to, I don't know if other schools do this. I feel like other schools obviously do it, but like they made us like practice, like run laps.
That was so bad.
Very weird.
I'm not going to say anything because I liked it in primary school.
But
That was like oh, you go.
Yeah, but I remember you had to like in your houses start at different points. Or am I making that up?
Yes. No, you're right. Yeah.
What house were you in, Claire? You were in Brony.
I was in yellow.
Oh, I was in yellow.
I was yellow.
No,
think we were
I was
all
in.
yellow.
I was in red. I was in Waratah.
Oh,
I was in yellow.
Yeah.
I was house captain for 2 years.
Oh yeah, but then in high school I was in yellow, Yarra.
Oh, I was in blue in high school.
I was in
Addie was
yellow.
in. Yeah, we recall. But then I remember
What's that
like.
meant to mean?
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Yeah, I remember. There was no shade. But I remember they put in like those little like obstacle things on the outside of the oval, and like when you would like run, you could like the monkey bars and stuff like that.
And you had to,
yeah.
There were teachers with stations where you had to do like burpees and then you could go again.
But I don't think
I do remember that.
that wasn't cross country. Was that PE?
But cross country, there was never stations. Cross country was down at the park.
No, but like
Yeah.
we had to run laps around the oval just
I don't
because.
remember.
I remember like after the assembly and stuff, they would make us do it.
I remember training for athletics, but that's it.
Don't remember.
I hated cross country. I never even tried. I would run for a little bit and then I would just walk.
Oh my god, I remember doing athletics and I was doing like all of the events pretty much.
Yeah.
And then there was one event that I didn't want to do, which was high jump. I can do it, but I just didn't want to do it. I remember Mr. O like walking over to me and he was like, so there's nobody who can do high jump. Do you think that you can do it? And I was like, I'm literally doing everything else. Like every other event. I feel like this, I'm like, sure, I won't get through because I'm not very good at it, but I can do it. Sure.
I remember.
And I got bribed.
What?
Did you know that? In at athletics, like
Is this
district
illegal?
athletics. I don't know. At
You got bribed
district
with what?
athletics. I'll tell you, let me tell the story.
Okay.
So, I was at district athletics, my mum was there, and I'd already done like 800 meter run or something, I don't know. And whoever was meant to do the longer one, 1.5, pulled out because they hurt themselves or something. And should I say her name?
Sure.
No. The PE teacher came up to me and she was like,
yeah.
They've pulled out, like, can you do it? Like, we need someone to run. And she goes, I'll buy you anything you want from the canteen. I was like, okay, sure. So I did it, right? And came back and she gave me money to go to the canteen. And I went and I was the good girl that I am, bought the cheapest thing to buy. Well, not the cheapest. I bought an 80-cent icy pole.
Wow.
And it was plain. It was a lemonade icy pole. That's how much of a good girl I was.
Ew, how boring.
I know.
What else was I going to say? Oh, when in grade 6, when they did the fun run. Do you remember this? Where they like where they walk to Streeton on like the lunchtime?
No, don't remember that.
What? Where like they were like, we're gonna be bad because it's like our last day of grade 6, so we're gonna walk to Streeton in our lunchtime. I didn't go, obviously, and clearly neither did you two. But
I
remember,
probably did, honestly. If other
you
people went,
probably
I would
did.
have gone.
How do you not remember? And I like didn't. I thought they got into a fight with kids at Streeton.
No, I don't remember.
But I remember that
I remember
they all got in trouble when they got back. They got a detention. Obviously, it wasn't the last day because I remember they got detention.
Oh, no, I wouldn't have gotten that. I never had a detention in primary school. Actually, that's a lie. I definitely did. Don't know what I'm talking
Pretty
about.
sure you did, yeah.
I definitely did.
Oh, yeah.
I remember being house captain. We had do you remember the thing, like, in your houses, you had to, like, record who walked to school? So because I was the house captain, I went to all the classrooms and I was like, I need all like the Waddle people to come out, and like they'd come out and I'd be like, so who walked to school today? And like put a tick, like you'd have to like record how many people, and then you'd like tally it up and see who won.
Oh.
Do that like once a week, so it was like one day that I had no like classes.
But I remember at assembly, did you have to do like the announcements of the sport, like the sports scores?
I was the captain, of course I did.
Of course you did. Claire and I never did that.
I was the sporty person.
No, but
Yeah.
remember we had to get our school captain badges in front of everyone at assembly.
I remember
so
that.
awkward. Claire was the school captain and I was the vice school captain. But I don't remember there were no duties. I didn't do anything.
Yeah, we did. We had to,
I didn't.
Yeah, we had to thank special guests who came. Remember before they made us school captain?
What?
Do you remember we had like that skipping day where like all these people would come out and they'd teach us all skip?
Oh, yeah, but I don't remember.
Yeah, you have to get up and thank these people, and I was like, why? Like they just taught us how to skip.
Yeah, but what I meant was I don't remember personally me thanking anyone. I remember you and the other school captain having to do it.
I'm sure you would have had to do something.
I have a vivid memory of us in high school. I don't know what
Oh my gosh, I know what you're gonna say.
But our lit teacher made us thank someone, but what was that for?
No, so I think it was this in the auditorium.
Yeah.
So I think, do you remember that career guy who came out and he gave us all like this career advice?
Yes.
We were supposed to have like a conversation with him, and we were like going to like role play an interview or whatever. But
that's right. Yeah. But I remember she asked both of us, and I didn't do it. And I don't
neither of us did it. We were going to do it together, but we ran out of time.
Someone else.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Someone else did it.
As if we were mad about that. We were so happy about that.
Oh yeah, I know. I hate any type of like public. Now I'm fine with public speaking, but then I was like, oh, I don't like thanking people.
Look, I would have done anything for that teacher. She asked me to awards night, and I went and did that. So
was that? No.
This was after high school.
I was gonna say
undergrad. Yeah.
Right.
Where I had to go like give people medals and put them on.
Oh, God, you were that person. Wow.
I was that person. I had an intro. I had a bio that they read out as I walked on stage about what I was doing.
You're like the school's pride and joy.
They've probably all forgotten me now, but
I doubt it.
I had to do a public speaking thing at district athletics. So there was, all those schools in our area.
Mm-hmm.
And on the day of district athletics, like at the actual place, PE teacher comes up to me and the guy. She was like, so you two are our athletics captains, and in about 20 minutes you need to go up and speak. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? And so we went up, and the guy I was with didn't want to speak. He just stood there. And like they gave him, because he was like, so we were the first people to speak, and he was on this side of me. So there was no one else there. So they handed him the microphone first. He didn't say anything, handed it to me, and I was like, hi, thanks. Like, I'm from What's Senior Heights Primary School.
Well, you
Sorry.
just revealed the name
Right.
of the primary school, but anyway.
YOLO.
You can cut that out.
No, it's fine.
I was like, we just want to thank you all for being here today and supporting us and like all this stuff. And then we had to do it again at the end, and he didn't speak again at the end, and I had to speak again, and I was like, this is so embarrassing.
Oh my God, wow.
I also don't know why he was the athletics captain, because he was not athletic at all.
Who was this? Give us a hint.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know.
He also went to high school with us.
Oh, I think I know. Is he
His
the one who had
sister was friends with your sister. I don't think they're
Oh,
friends.
I know.
I don't really know.
Lives near us.
I haven't.
the one who
No,
used to
he's
have a
moved
crush on
out.
Claire?
No, used to live near us. No.
Oh.
Who are you thinking of? Wait, we need to talk
Hang
about this after the podcast, not now.
Hang on, I'm going to send
Yeah.
the message
Wait,
to
Addy, are you
guys.
talking about the one who I was friends with into high school?
I feel like we were all friends with him.
I didn't
Hang
have
on.
many
Addy,
guy
Addy,
friends.
the one whose house we walked past the other day on our walk.
No.
Okay, Addy, the person you just said used to have a crush on Claire, so I was correct.
Oh, okay.
That was like a week.
Anyway. I was going to say, as the school captains, didn't you also run the photo day?
I
I have a
no
photo day.
I feel like I remember you and the other school captain in the GP room, like when we were getting our photos taken, you were like directing people,
Maybe.
which is so weird to think about as like a grade 6. You're like, yeah, go here. So I don't know.
I was
Got a
much
couple
more
for that.
confident in primary school, I reckon, than high school.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Remember LMP?
That was the best.
Yes.
What did that stand for?
No idea.
No, but it was like PE kind of, but it was more like
You would
kinesthetic
like
type stuff.
you throw beanbags into things and
Like
pull a
stand on
hoop.
balls and just do
was
stuff
good
like that. But anyway, so I think this episode is over. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I appreciate it deeply. You both should come back on anytime you want because I have no life and I need content. So
Of course, darling.
Sure.
thanks. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Charlie Wright, but Charlie has 2 R's in it. I really need to change that. I really need to just get Charlie Wright. You know, funny story, I actually messaged Charlie Wright on Instagram and on Twitter, and I said, can I please have my handle? And then I looked it up on Twitter, and both of the accounts are inactive, but they won't like give you someone's handle if the account's inactive. The account has to be like deleted. So that's annoying. Anyway, and you can follow the show on Instagram at Always Right Podcast. But thank you guys so much for joining me. Until next time, bye.
Bye.
Bye.